Oh, good morning. It's horrible today, isn't it? Where do you all live? I should probably ask first. It is peeing down with rain where I am. I don't know if you can see it. Absolutely. Look at this. You see that? Or can you just see sunshine? Peeing down with rain. Peeing down. I hope everyone is well. Happy Friday. It's Friday, right? Happy Friday to everyone. It is Tottenham go on tour day. Felt like I should break out into song. Tottenham go on tour. The two words I've heard more than any so far this transfer window is centre back. Centre and back on their own, pointless words. Together, very important for Tottenham Hotspur. Where are we? Dan E is in Bexley Heath, but big up, Dan E. I was 5 minutes from your house last night. I was in Bexley Village, having a couple of neck oils, having a good chat with some people that watch my show, giving me some advice, telling me what they thought. Let me know, Dan, whereabouts in Bexley Heath you are. We'll meet up one day for a beverage. Big up to the 156 of you in the chat. You know the rules. Smash the like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's do all the important things. All the in the nose that was saying, oh, it's going to happen. It's hours away. It's not come through, has it, the Van der Ven deal? Let's have a quick catch up, though, what's happening in the rest of the world of football. So Onana apparently said his farewells last night and is on his way to Man United. Aston Villa, I said to people, Aston Villa are ambitious. Aston Villa, they've already signed Pau Torres. They've signed Yuri Tielemans. They've now bid for Musa Diaby. Now, for anyone that doesn't watch Bundesliga, Musa Diaby is quick and skillful and scores goals. He is a very, very, very good player. If Aston Villa get Pau Torres, they got Pau Torres, they add in Musa Diaby as well. It's amazing, though. These clubs, they go. Just go and, do you know what I mean? Just you watch how quickly Aston Villa sort this out. What else has happened in the world of football this morning? So you've got Musa Diaby. The opening bid was turned down. Villa are going to go back in again today. Luton have signed Tahith Chong from Birmingham. I believe he was the one that was at Man United. So Luton Town have their first summer signing as they go into the Premier League. Strasbourg have reached an agreement to sign Ivorian centre-back Abakar Silla. Here we go. 17 million euros. AC Milan have entered the race for Danjuma, who we know. He's in the list for a while with Feyenoord and Everton are also in discussion with the player. Nuno Espirito Santo, another person that we know, is pushing to have Fabinho at Al Ittihad. Arteta on Balogun, he said he's just staying here with us at the moment. We'll see what happens. Renan Lodi is in Marseille today to finalise his move from Atletico Madrid. And the news that Juventus have made Bonucci, McKenzie, Zakaria and Arthur Melo all available is going to get tongues wagging, especially for me. I think the two out of that has got to be whoever gets Bonucci, even if it's for a year at 36, is getting an absolute stalwart of a centre-half, a leader. He's been there, seen it, done it, won it. One of the best centre-backs of our generation. Somebody's going to pick him up on a free. Hopefully he doesn't go to Saudi, but somebody's going to get a great Italian centre-half, one of the legends. And also Zakaria of who was on loan at Chelsea. Saw him have some great games in a Chelsea shirt. Don't think he was used enough. I'd take him. I'll be honest, I'd take him for midfield reinforcements on a free. Where are we? Who's in the chat? Loads of you in the chat. Big up. I can't say hello to everyone, but Jessica's in the chat. Big up to you, Jessica. Hennessy, yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Should we start our own hashtag called Let's Go rather than Here We Go? Start rivaling Romano. What we can do is we can just make things up. And then when it happens, we'll go, we announced it first on football. No, it won't work. It won't work. Good morning to the multi-channel. Morning to Pain Like Bane. Pain Like Bane. Yeah, in a minute, we'll talk about all of the reports today are suggesting that Daniel Levy has met with Bayern Munich senior directors in London. Do you believe it? Do you not? I'm never sure. I just never sure, but it makes for good conversation, doesn't it? Morning to Paul. Big up to you, my man. Morning to Vinny Rowley. There's so many of you. Morning to Future Music. Morning, Dave Clark, kudos. Ben Kaufman in the house. Big up, Ben Kaufman. Morning to John. Morning to Vasil. Good morning. There's so many of you in here. I can't say hello to everyone, or I'll be so far behind on the chat. Dennis, I know. Where is the medical? Guys and girls, I'm going to offer my services. If it gets that bad, I'll have a medical and I'll play centre back with Christian Romero next season. How's that? I'm 40, could be fitter, but I reckon I could be a good voice in Romero's ear. What do you reckon? Mia said, big up the Bexley Heath massive. That's 3 or 4 of you in here from Bexley Heath. Always makes me worry when you're a stone's throw away from where I live. People are in Bethnal Green. Big up to the Bethnal Green, East London Gooner. THFC till I die, says Savva. I'm sure you're bored of the Kane saga. Look, I am. I'm of the opinion, if you don't want to be here, just get rid of him. I don't care now. I don't care. We've had him for 10 years. We've not built. Let's build and go in a new direction. Who knows? It could be better. You don't know. Yeah, Daniel saying it's getting very Spursy, this Van der Ven deal. It's what we do. Who would be surprised if someone came in now, offered a little bit more and the deal was wrapped up for Van der Ven? It's almost embarrassing. It's almost embarrassing. Sorry, somebody in the back has asked me to unsubscribe them. I will unsubscribe them. I'll give them another chance, but we all know what's going to happen here, don't we? So I'm just going to unsubscribe that person. Bear with me 1 second, please, people. Where are they? 1 second. I'll tell you what, when I go into my settings and you see how many people myself and Ben have to block because they're so... Honestly, Ben, you'll know. I mean, at the moment, I'm on about 470 people. To the person that's just asked me to unblock them, I have just unblocked them. Let me know. You should be able to respond, but please don't come back in and just be the way you are. So that is done. Sorry about that. Where are we? This is a good player. Yeah, Diaby of Bayer Leverkusen. Who's seen him play? This is a very good player. Just going to check out his stats. I don't know his stats, but he is a very, very good player whenever I've seen him play. So Musa Diaby, career, I mean, he got 17 goal contributions last year in 33 appearances. The year before, he got 25 goal contributions in 32 appearances. The season before, 16 goal contributions in 32. So this is a 1 in 2, more than 1 in 2 across the last 3 seasons. Very good player, 24, French. This is a good signing if Aston Villa can get that over the line. And it just goes to show the difference, doesn't it? They can get deals done. Diaby and Bailey, just like by Leverkusen. Where are we? Sorry, loads of people. Ulfric has said, morning, Savva. I was at the meeting with Levy and Kane's team yesterday. I bought everybody a croissant and a coffee. Well, big up to you. Raf, you wouldn't take Bonucci for 1 year. For 1 year. Imagine the guidance. I'm not saying it's to play every game. Imagine the experience going into that dressing room. Thiago Silva-like. Anyone remember when Leicester City signed Cambiasso? Remember, we got Davids. That sort of person for me. Listen, I'm not saying we could get him in any way, shape, or form, but you know, come on, that is. I mean, all day long. I would have him. I would have him around the club. Give him some sort of player coach role. I don't know if it could happen. Michael, big up to you. Thank you for the super chat. Has said, is channel membership available in Australia? Channel membership is available anywhere, my friend. On my homepage, it is next to the. I believe it's next. Do me a favor, Ben, if you're in the chat, do me a favor, mate. Could you please put in the link to my channel membership? Thank you. Where are we? Paul said Bonucci in a 2 with a high line is not the one. No, but imagine. I just think, imagine we don't have leaders in our club. We don't have anyone in our club that goes into a dressing room with that real winning mentality, that been there, seen it, done it, cool, calm, collected. It is what it is. There you go. Ben's he already did it. Thank you, Ben. Sorry, I didn't see it. Thank you. Zakaria would be a no-brainer for me. Don't want to a Basuma and skip midfield in the opener. Listen, I would put Zakaria in there. I think there's a very good player that needs to play regularly. I would definitely have him. Absolutely, Pranay. If I was in a dressing room, I'd talk facts. There'd be none of this. Oh, well, we'll go back to the training. Oh, no. Greetings from the USA. Greetings to you. What time is it there? It must be like 5 a.m. or something. Nikos said greetings from Cyprus. Half of me is Cypriot. Half my bloodline is Cypriot. Another one from Bexley. What's going on in Bexley? Is there like a big Spurs fan club that I'm not invited to down the road in Bexley Heath? Big up to all of you people in Bexley Heath. I was there the other week. All right, behave, all right? I'll give anyone a second, third, fourth, fifth, 100 chance. Absolutely. Ben will block you if you're horrible. We keep it clean. Anna has said, Savva for centre-back, why not? At least we could get a deal done in 24 hours. What wages you asking for? I'll do it for free. I'll tell you what, if they pay my mortgage and bills every month, why not? I'll do it for free. I'll do it. I can't be any worse than the likes of Roden, Sanchez, and Dyer. Garage Classics, mate, you can comment, but just don't. You know what you do. You know what you do. Rob Wallace is down the road in Belvedere. Big up to you over there in Belvedere. Where are we? There is, look. Mia is here, a former Bexley Heathian. I love that, a Bexley Heathian. Do we believe that Daniel Levy has met with Bayern Munich directors in London? Do we believe this? Do we believe that Daniel Levy is interested in this deal? It made me laugh because the report. I mean, this is what, honestly, and this is how simple it is. If you Google Levy meets Bayern Munich, that's all you've got to do. Look, I'll show you. Right? All you've got to do is Levy meets Bayern Munich, right? This is when people go, oh, you've made that up, right? This is all you do. Levy meets Bayern Munich. And then you look here. Look at all of these different reports from all of these. Look, the Mirror. Who we got? We've got the Mirror there. We've got Sportsmole. We've got 90minute.com, Talk Sport, Sky Sports. So people come in the chat and go, oh, you've made that up. No, it's there. It does make you laugh, though. It's like people saying, oh, no fee has been agreed. No fee has been agreed yet. They didn't talk money, but they opened conversations. I want to know how that goes. Like, if I'm Daniel Levy going into a meeting with Bayern Munich directors, surely one of the things that's got to be talked about is, what are you going to pay? Like, what are you going to pay for this guy? What have they talked about otherwise? Do we believe it happened? Do we believe that that's all made up? I don't know. Big up to every one of you. We've been going for 17 minutes now. There's 300 of you exactly in the chat. Only 87 likes. That means 2/3 of you haven't liked. Please smash that like button and subscribe as well. I was gutted. I went to the pub last night, came back, and when I checked my you can check your YouTube studio, and I'd lost like 30 subscribers. And I messaged Henry and I was like, Henry, I've lost 30 subscribers in 5 minutes. What's happened? And I didn't know this, but apparently YouTube rewrites itself. So a lot of accounts that add you during the day apparently are trolls. So the YouTube rewrite that algorithm and get rid of the trolls, like the fake accounts. And I was like, oh my God, I just got to 7,200. So now we're back to 7,176 because 6 people have subscribed during this show. So if you do want to subscribe and help me get back to 7,200, please do. Let's say if Brian Daigle is watching, Brian, I've just messaged you. Perchy, by the way, let's talk. Perchy has got a 24-hour charity stream starting at 5 p.m. today. Support the cause, a great cause. He's doing it in honor of his uncle who recently passed away. So rest in peace to Perchy's uncle. Huge football fan. Perchy was very close with him. So he's doing it for a great cause. Please get over there and support. I'll be on early evening tonight, and then I'll be back on again tomorrow. But please get over there and support Perchy. He's a really, really good guy. Will do anything for anyone. So please support him. We've got some super chat. Strasbourg Steve is in the house. Thank you so much, Steve. I hope you're well. He said, hey, Sav, hope you're good. Man, I am good. I'm good. Very well, thank you. Had a lovely sleep. lovely sleep. Watched a couple of hours of The Last Kingdom last night, fell asleep with my Netflix on, woke up this morning and I'd finished the entire series because it keep running through. So I need to go back and watch all that again. But I'm good, bro. And then Santu, fantastic supporter of the channel, was stuck in a super chat as well. Thank you so much, Santu. Everything you do is much appreciated. I wish I knew who you were so I could thank you in person, but thank you so much. You are one of the good ones. So thank you so much. Where are we? Loads of comments. MCE TV said, big up Savva all the way from South Africa. We've got South Africans in here, Cypriots in here. We've got people from the US and then people from South London down the road. So there's lots of people in here. Robert Davis said, it must be true. It's in the Sun. Come on, Robert. Don't be like that. There was about 12 other publications that also said it. I'm not saying it's true, but we can't just dig at the Sun. Ornstein said they didn't discuss Kane. What on earth are Levy and Bayern meeting for if they're not discussing Harry Kane? Answers on a postcard. What are they there to discuss? What are they there to discuss? I have no idea. Where is Son is my bigger question. He wasn't in any training session. I don't know, to be honest. I don't really look at the photos and the videos of that. But I mean, if he wasn't there, is there any way that he's recovering from an injury or anything like that? Garage Classic says, Savva, consider this. Why would Levy take a meeting with Bayern if he was not selling? No, I agree. This is why it's all very interesting, isn't it? Did he meet? Did he not? I guess we won't know. First thing that comes into Levy's head is money and nothing else. Yeah, absolutely. We know what he's like by now. Loads of people in the chat. Robert has said Liverpool are in for Van der Ven. This is the worry. This is the worry, people, isn't it? We've taken ages to get. Listen, I like Van der Ven, but how long does it take to get a 25 million, 30 million euro player over the line? And then you've got fans. This is what makes me laugh. Fans thinking we should be buying the likes of Laporte and Bastoni. We can't even get a 22-year-old from Wolfsburg over the line. It takes us forever. We're so slow. Not as slow as the Declan Rice deal, though. That's a funny one, isn't it? Like, what's going on? Like, why is he not signed yet? Morning, Savva. We need to get centre-backs in and quickly. Levy is annoying me now. Yeah, he's been annoying me for 23 years. What's happening with Van der Ven? Liverpool sniffing. We lost players to them before. This is the problem. What will happen, though, is if we lose Van der Ven to Liverpool, for example, fans will still come in here and make excuses for Levy as to why the deal wasn't done. How is this not done? I'm absolutely baffled as to how long you have to talk to a club to get their player. It is madness. Who reckons Villa will get Diaby before we get Van der Ven? And bearing in mind, they only put in a bid yesterday morning. Who reckons that'll get done? Q7, who's a channel member, big up to you, Q7, has said, the media are full of it. People believing VDV was having a medical this week, but I'm still yet to see that a fee has been agreed. I pray this doesn't get hijacked. Yeah. I'm praying that as well, my man. But hey, it is what it is. Rafa said, if you were Kane and we could only buy one player, what one player would convince you to stay at Spurs? I don't think. I think if one player convinced Harry Kane to stay at Spurs, I think that his mentality wouldn't be that great. For me, I'd be saying, right, what are we buying collectively? Like, I'd be saying, where are the two centre halves? Are we buying a defensive midfielder to protect them? What are you doing to show me that we're building? You know, I can score you 30 goals again this season. Sure, it's what I do. But what are we doing about the rest of the team? Jay Jr., yeah, The Last Kingdom. I really love it. I'm gonna go as far to saying, I don't know if anyone watched The Last Kingdom. I don't know if anyone watches Game of Thrones. I think Uhtred, son of Uhtred, you'll know if you know, is better at doing the same role as Jon Snow. Just saying. I think he's a better character. Just saying. How controversial of me. Paul, yesterday, yeah, we raised about 250 euros across 2 shows. So I'll know how much that is when YouTube pay me out and I transfer it over. But I am guessing $240 is something like 200 quid nowadays, 190. But we'll see once they pay it out. But yeah, thank you to everyone yesterday who helped. I mean, we did raise a little bit of money for mental health very, very quickly. So please don't be tight. 365 you in here. Smash that subscribe button, people. Faisal has said, sell him. He deserves it. We are useless under these owners. He can win trophies at any club. We have to build again as we've let Son and Kane down. We need to start fresh. I would say 50% of that is true. I would say for the first 3 or 4 years, Kane and Son were together. I would say that those guys didn't turn up in the big games when we had a really good team. Just saying, they didn't. The last 4 or 5 years, definitely we've let people down. Yeah, but I agree with you. If I was Kane, I'd be gone. I'll be honest with you. If I'm not, if I saw someone yesterday, and they know they are on a channel, say if Kane goes, they hope he doesn't win trophies. I thought that was quite interesting. I'm happy for him to go and win trophies somewhere. Why not? Why not? That's what elite sportsmen do. I know a lot of Spurs fans don't think winning is important, which is baffling in itself, but it is what it is. Barry and Baxter, big up with the donations, saying Savva, Van der Ven and Tapsoba, we are sorted in defence. Mate, it does seem simple and logical, doesn't it, as to what we need to do. But for some reason, we just can't get it over the line. We just can't. I don't know. I'm really hoping today's the day, but I've said that for the last 3 or 4 days. Listen, I don't understand how other clubs seem to do it. I really, really don't. I mean, Vicario at 17 million was a nice, easy deal for him, wasn't it? It was a nice, easy deal. Solomon on a free is a nice, easy deal. Maddison at 40 million, good deal. Now, that's the one where you go, good, well done, great. But now how do we kick on? How do we kick on? If you've brought in a new goalkeeper, 2 centre-halves and James Maddison, I mean, do we need more? Yes. But at least then you've built a spine, haven't you? At least then you've got some form of a spine. And if you add a DM to that as well, how strong does that look? Brand new goalkeeper, 2 centre-halves, DM, James Maddison, Kane. Right? That spine there looks great. Then all the bits around the edge, you can start to fill in. But for me, I just feel like it's like that, isn't it? We're on a knife edge. I feel like it could be such a good window, but it could also be a terrible window. And that's the fine margins, the fine lines in football. Dave Clark said, Savva, will you come do a speech at the Bexley Heath Savva Appreciation Society? I'm sure they... Very good, Dave Clark. He's already in South Korea. Okay, fair enough. Listen, I don't know. I'm not one of these. Like, I don't ever watch the Spurs. I try not to watch too much of the Spurs channels in terms of, sorry, not YouTube channels, the Spurs, like Instagram and Twitter pages and that, and pictures of players training and all that kind of stuff. I don't really care. For me, get the signings in. Keith Shields, Paul Connor, channel member, said, Son is in South Korea. He's meeting the team in Australia. Yeah, thank you. So Son is there already. Dragon D's Nuts. I love this name and this picture. I said, Levy and Bayern discussing world domination. Yeah. Keith Shields has said, what or who got you supporting Spurs? When I think I was taken to my first game when I was 2 or 3, to White Hart Lane. I was taken to my first game in 1984, 85, by my uncle, who's a Spurs fan. I never looked back. And at that time, it was like, obviously, as I got a tiny bit older, you started, the excitement, Spurs win things. We're in FA Cup finals all the time. Oh, we're in European Cup finals. Oh, look at this, Gazza, Lineker. Oh, Gary Mabbott. And then and the 30 years since has been like, oh, okay, all right, we don't really win things. All right. But yeah, that's how I got into it. Yeah, this is Hot God 10. Yeah, why hasn't Romero spoke about Van der Ven? 1 minute he's close and now he's silent. I expect we'll see some sort of an update today. Somebody message Fabrizio Romano on his Twitter page and ask him what's happening. Where are we? There's so many comments. Patience is a virtue. Yeah, Martin, I think the problem is a lot of Spurs fans have been patient for a very, very long time. Sue, big up Sue Smith. Hope you are well, my friend. Said we obviously aren't serious. Yeah, so Percy's just messaged me as well. Everyone, do you know what happens a lot of the time? People watch the show and then message me things like answering questions I've asked whilst I'm live on air. People, please keep subscribing. There's 408 of you in here. We haven't had a single subscriber in the last 15, 20 minutes. So smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, help the show. We're on 131 likes, 409 of you in here now. DJ Green Alert has said, does Levy take too long in the hope somebody else comes in so he can buy Longley? I really hope not. I really hope not. Paulio doesn't believe it. He's saying, who said Liverpool were interested? Media garbage. Anyway, as I said, Kane's staying. Morning to you as well, Peter. I think he will. I think he will stay. I don't think anyone's going to, I've said this all the time. I don't think anyone's going to put in the fee that Levy wants. I believe that once that fee is hit, he is out of it. And I wouldn't blame him. But hey, Kudos said, hopefully the Rice deal falls through. Yeah, it's a strange one, that one, isn't it? Like they've agreed fees and everything, something to do with the lawyers. But hey, we're used to that sort of thing at Spurs. So good luck, Arsenal. Good luck. You now know what it's like. Mia said, Rochester hasn't signed yet due to the payment structure. Oh, Rice hasn't signed yet due to the payment structure. They can't agree as West Ham want it paid quicker. That's what I've heard. Well, I mean, it would be funny if that fell through now, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be funny if that fell through and then Man City got him at like 85 million and paid it all in one go? That would make me laugh. Can you imagine? Do you know what? I'll tell you why I would love that to go through. Do you remember the old days when Arsenal weren't really good? I mean, going back 4 or 5 years, whatever. And every time Arsenal lost the game, do you remember this, Mia? Every time Arsenal lost the game, Spurs fans would put, oh, going to watch AFTV tonight, just because you knew they were going to lose their minds. They were going to swear and scream and shout. Proper entertainment that made Robbie a very rich man. Don't think otherwise, people. AFTV made Robbie a very rich man. But we'll see what happens there. A big up, Elias in the chat. Big up to you. Hope you're well. Foggy Phone, big up to you. I said, can't believe we still have Davis, Dyer, Tanganga in that preseason tour after what we saw. I can believe they're there because I just don't believe many people are going to come in for them. I don't think there was ever a desire from the club to sell Dyer and Davis. I think Davis is a good option. I mean, the fact that he can cover left wing back, and left centre half, I think, and he's experienced. Dyer, I think with 1 year left to go, they'll just let it run down. And Tanganga's got to be sold. For me, he's not good enough. Paul, yeah, maybe. Listen, this is the thing. None of us know because no one's keeping us updated. Absolutely. Maybe Van der Ven himself is dragging his feet to see what bid comes in. Ben Kaufman said Jon Snow was robbed. Jon Snow. Yeah, listen, I just do find it. I do find it funny. No, Danny said Jon Snow is much better. Last Kingdom is good though. I've not seen Black Sails. As soon as I finish The Last Kingdom, I'm going to watch The Last Kingdom film, I believe, called like The Seven Kings or something. And then I'm going to go on to Vikings and then the Vikings of Valhalla and blah, blah, blah. I do like my Viking stuff. But I reckon Uhtred would beat Jon Snow in a fight. Just put it out there. Dan, I'm just putting it out there. We'll never know. It's all made up. It's make-believe. But I'm putting my money on Uhtred. He's a warrior. Jay Jr., Sav, and saying he's going to speak to Kane about what we need to win. Do you think Kane is brutal enough to tell him our centre-backs are shite? I think he's too nice a guy to tell the truth. I'd like to think that with all Ange Postecoglou's experience, he'll know that our centre-backs aren't very good. Let's give this man a bit more credit than we're giving him. He'll know. Antonios has said, hey, Savva, cheers from down under. Bayern are only spending valuable time on multiple bids for Kane because they know he is interested in moving. There must be, right? If they come back in with a third bid, they must have had some noises from Kane's camp or from Levy that a deal can be struck. If it will be struck is different. But at the moment, I think it's very 50-50. Do we see him in a Bayern shirt? I just think it's that simple. If they hit the number, I think he's off. Oh, where are we? You do need to watch it. You do need to watch it. It's a really, really good show from like episode 1, by the way. Sorry, I know this isn't football. Episode 1 of The Last Kingdom has so much in it. So much happens in it that I was like, wow, that's a whirlwind of an hour. You know, like sometimes a show you go, oh, a bit slow. I need to get into it. No, this show, episode 1, wow. Really good show, really good watch. And I've got about 5 episodes to go and then the film. Garage Classic says, to be fair to Irish Hotspur, he said he didn't care if Kane wins or not because he is a Spurs fan, which is a fair comment. Yeah. But listen, for me, I think I've got nothing. I've got no problem. I think Harry Kane deserves some trophies. Go and get them. I don't care what he does with other clubs. Win trophies. Go and do it. Fine. Yeah, absolutely. 24 said, these VDV and Tapsoba deals are almost too logical for Levy to comprehend. I just think it screams of trying to get cheap deals again. Look at Villa. Pau Torres. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Yeah? I bet you Villa wrap up this Diaby deal quick. I bet you they won't mess about. I think Leverkusen will turn around and say, yeah, 45 million euros, and Villa will just go, okay, we can pay it or we not. They either walk away or bid. If it's too much, and I've got no problem with that. If Daniel Levy says, oh, no, it's too much and we walk away and we go for another target, cool, do it. But do it quick. Unless we're getting a left field centre-half in. You know, someone that's not been talked about. Does anyone reckon that could happen? Lots of people in my chat last night telling me that it was going to be Laporte. I won't hold my breath on that one. Yeah, big up Wayne Holland in the chat. One of my favourites. He's a Leicester City fan. I said, even we only took 3 days to get Cody in. He's better than most of your defenders. Do you know what, Wayne? He is. If I look at Connor Cody, if he came to Tottenham, he'd be one of our best 2 centre-halves alongside Romero. That's where we're at. Leicester, no offence, but Leicester City, who got relegated in the Championship, have just bought a centre-back better than 6 of our 7 centre-backs at the club. That is worrying. That is truly, truly worrying. Raya said, I'm a bit behind you, but Uhtred is better. He is. He's much better. He's much tougher, isn't he? I like his accent as well. Where are we? Shauna said, if Kane goes, I wish him all the success in the world because he deserves it more than anyone. But I believe he stays at Spurs. I think he'll be a Spurs player. I genuinely think, as I said, I know this sounds contradictory, but hopefully people can understand what I'm saying. I genuinely believe the only way he moves is if that massive number is hit this window. Massive number is hit. I think we're talking 100 north now, 95 million north. That's what I believe, but we'll see, won't we? It's just all a bit boring. Either go or stay. As I said, I've seen top players come and go. It doesn't. I know a lot of the younger fans are more frustrated with this. I think when I speak to a lot of the older Spurs fans, I think they're a bit more like, yeah, we've seen Sheringham come and go. We've seen Bale come and go, Gazza come and go, Hoddle, Waddle. You know, we've seen Luka Modric, Berbatov. We've seen these players come and go. And Kane's had longer in a Spurs shirt than all of them other than Hoddle, I believe. So if he goes, he goes. We move on as a club. We're still going to be here. My channel doesn't suddenly, combust in flames because Harry Kane has left Tottenham Hotspur. You guys don't suddenly stop supporting Tottenham because Harry Kane's left. It is what it is. Jimmy, everyone keeps talking about the hot ones. I've never seen it. A show about spice or something and eating hot things, I think doesn't sound like it's for me. Hey, it is what it is. Big up. Yeah, Savva's show should keep everyone awake. There are 445 of you in the chat. Big up to you at 10:37 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich is that away. Greenwich is that way. About 20 minutes that way, Greenwich is. And that's where the time comes from, if you didn't know. Greenwich is a little line, and that's the Greenwich Mean Time line. I'm sure many of you have been to it in Greenwich Park. Smash the like button, people. Guys and girls, listen, let me know in the chat if you want me to do a giveaway. What we'll do is we'll say a Spurs shirt if we get 40 subscribers. I don't know if we can do it. If we can get 40 subscribers and 300 likes. Now, at the moment, I'm on. I'll show you what I'm on. Let me cover up my money. I don't think anyone needs to see. You can see there, right? You can see there, right? 7181. If we can get that to 7221, and if we can get the likes right? If we can get the likes to 300, there's 430 of you in here and 159 likes. So we only need another 140 likes. Then I will do a shirt giveaway. What I would do right now, let me just quickly refresh my giveaway. Choose a broadcaster, find them on in chat. What you got to put in this time is hashtag. What should we do? Let's change it from sub to Savva. Hashtag. There you go. All you need to put into the chat to be in with a chance to win a shirt is this. Hashtag CBS, as in centre backs. Hashtag CBS for centre backs. So 40 subscribers, 300 likes, free Spurs shirt to someone. It could be a free shirt of your choice, by the way. It doesn't have to be Spurs. If you're not a Spurs fan, it could be a shirt of your choice. Somebody just unsubscribed, so now we need 41 subscribers. But hey, little incentive there. If people want to do it, they can. If they don't want to, then they don't have to. It is what it is. Paul Davis saying Romero hasn't got a clue. Yeah, I mean, he keeps winning awards. He keeps winning awards for a reason. But hey ho, each to their own. Where are we? Absolutely. Big up, Paul. Morning, Savva. Great channel. I'll follow you into battle. Thank you. I'll follow you into battle as well. Watch The Last Kingdom. I like to think that if I was a warrior, I'd be Uhtred. I'd like to think that, but hey, that's just how it is. Where are we? Absolutely. Philly has said patience may be a virtue, but it's 22 years. You're taking the mick. Absolutely. Where are we? God, there are so many people in the chat. Where are we? There are so many people in the chat. 123 bus. I love that. I said patience has never been a virtue at Spurs. 123 bus. I don't know, male, female, whatever you are, however you identify. I've got to say that now because people get in trouble. Someone messaged me the other day saying, "Oh, you always call them him or her. What about others?" And I was like, "Oh my God, what really? Is my channel going to turn into a political pronoun place?" Don't care. I don't care about all that. People do what you got to do. I don't care how people identify. I don't care. He's right. She's right. They're right. Patience has never been a virtue. That's the problem. Patience we've had, virtue we haven't. Absolutely, Mia. The good old days. The good old days. Amen. Steve D. Big up, Steve. Hope you're well. Why is it taking you this long to become a channel member? I'm jesting. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anyone who wants to be a channel member, please do. Ben will put the link in the chat. So please do become a channel member. We're up to 187 likes at the moment, and we have got 7,184. So we're only 36 away from giving away a Spurs shirt. Only 44 people have applied for a Spurs shirt, whatever it is. But, put it in there. It's not a Spurs shirt, any shirt. I watched it. I didn't really get into it. I'll be honest. It wasn't for me, but hey ho. Come correct. I mean, what a name. Come correct 0403. I said, as much as I selflessly want Kane to lead to win trophies, I can't see it happening. He's just had a new house built and one of his daughters has just moved to school and is happy. Why upset that? But why does any player move? Like, I think when we talk about this, we make it out, us Spurs fans, like Harry Kane's the only footballer in the world to have a family and have kids and set in schools. I don't get it. I just me, I don't get it. Hey, it is what it is. Corey Boy said, bored of the Harry and Charlie Kane show. Just go, Harry. Bored of it now. Oh, just go. Telling him to go. Get out, Harry. Go. See you later. Somebody clipped me saying that and make it look bad, wouldn't they? 24 said, great point, Savva. I forgot how quick the Torres deal was. 1, identified a target. 2, agree money terms. 3, done. Do you know what? Most clubs, that's how it works. But with Spurs, it just feels forever. Garage Classic said, I don't think Cody is better than Dyer. Oh, come on, give me a break. Cody is much better than Eric Dyer in every way, shape or form. He's a leader of men. I don't see him. I'm not even going to go there. Elias, I agree. He's much better than Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer is dreadful. He's a dreadful defender, but we've made a documentary about him, so it is what it is. People, we are now smashing 200 likes, but we're going backwards in the subscribers. It's funny, whenever I say I'm going to give something away, people unsubscribe. Free stuff. Hey, but it is what it is. Let me catch up with the yes, David said, actually, Savva, if you read the terms and conditions of YouTube, your channel will go up in flames if Kane leaves. Absolutely, absolutely. Where are we? There is so many people. Sauer said, series for you, Sav, Underbelly. It's an Aussie series based on a true story. What's it about? You got to tell me what it's about. I need to get interested. Where are we? Here we go. It's any shirt, Wayne Holland, any shirt of your choice. It doesn't have to be Tottenham Hotspur. It can be any shirt. Let's just check, see if any news has filtered this morning. It's getting hard work, isn't it? It is truly getting hard work with the centre-back situation. Where are we? Keith has said he has never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones. Oh, you've got to watch Game of Thrones. Sean has said he's going to get an Arsenal shirt so he can use it as toilet roll. I just paraphrased a little bit there. Robert has said, would Levy take 100 million for Kane on the last day of the transfer window? Do you know what? I would be annoyed if Harry Kane went for 100 million next week. I wouldn't care. I know that people will hate me for that. I wouldn't care. Get the 100 million, do what we need to do. We go forward as a football club. If he did it on the last day of the window, when you've got no time to spend that money, unless we'd already provisioned for that and spent that money, I'd be well annoyed. But it's Daniel Levy. You never know. You never, ever know. Absolutely. If you want to become a channel member, there is the link. Thank you very much, Ben. There is the link. Oh, God, I can't do it. I can't do it. I see on LinkedIn, you know, anyone who's on LinkedIn, it says he, him, her, them, they. It's like, oh, why do we have to do this? Like, why? Like, if you identify something, why do you have to tell everyone? Just identify as it and move on. When did life become so difficult? Guys and girls, I can't believe it. We're losing some. I've just lost 4 subscribers. Like, offering to give something away free and lose 4 subscribers. Wow. People are ruthless. People are horrible. Phil Coy said, morning all. When I heard Bonucci was available on a free, he ticks all the boxes we need in the centre. Captain material as well. The only worry is, would he be able to cope with the pace of the Prem? I mean, look, I don't think it's the pace of... I hate this nonsense. Sorry, Phil. This nonsense that it's the pace of the Prem, as though every other league is a walking league. For me, the difference is going to be, can he play on the high line? I want him there for his captain abilities, but the pace of the Prem is it's willed out as though no other league has quick forwards and quick defenders and teams don't play attacking football. What's the German league? The games are as fast and as furious over here. Do you know what I mean? What's the Dutch league? The games are as fast and furious. I hate this. Oh, the Prem. Oh, God. It's so boring. Sorry, Phil. I'm not having to go at you, but I just hear this all the time. I heard this with Thiago Silva. Oh, my God, Thiago Silva. I tell you what is happening? I've just lost another 2 subscribers. Like, we've literally just lost 8 subscribers in 5 minutes. Like, it's mental. So there'll be no shirt being given away. We're never going to hit the numbers we need. Unbelievable. I offered any shirt. 2 of these, any shirt. But don't worry about it. We're not going to hit those numbers now. Where are we? Savva of Bevenberg. Yeah, people will understand that if they understand. Anyone else think that this window is turning into last window? I don't know. I mean, look, I'm grateful that we got James Maddison. I really am. I'm just so bored of this centre-back situation, this Kane situation. It all looks like it's descending into chaos. They need to give us something. As a fan base, we need something to get our teeth stuck into. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, didn't he? And we got Fraser Campbell back the other way. Awful day for the club, that was. Absolutely awful day. Luckily for us, then Harry Redknapp came in and then brought in Jermaine Defoe and, but yeah. Strasbourg, Steve said, do you think Kane would be a better fit for Real Madrid under Ancelotti or Bayern Munich under Tuchel? Steve, I think he slots into both seamlessly. I think he fits both clubs. Both clubs dominate. Both clubs will score goals for fun with him. Let's be fair. If he's playing at Bayern Munich, he's playing with Sané, Mane, Musiala. I'm sure Muller. I'm sure I've forgotten a few. If he plays with Real Madrid, he's playing with Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, Cruz, Bellingham, Modric. You know, I just think he'll slot in seamlessly at both, mate. If I'm brutally honest, honestly, I'm in a bit of shock that I lost 8 subscribers through offering to give shirts out. I'm still in a bit of shock. Absolute shocked by that. It's weird, isn't it? You offer to do something nice for people and they find a way of not liking it. Peter has said, Savva, thank you for the men. Mention about my loss of my wife again during the stream about Dele Alli. Big up to him. Looking forward to the new season. Big up, Peter. As always, hope you're doing well. You've been through a tough time, but many people are here for you. Just reach out. That's all you need to do. Glenn has said that would be typical Levy. Last day, sells Kane for 100 million, disappears into thin air. Absolutely. Absolutely. DJ Greenlight said, unsubscribe to your channel. Aren't real football fans, Savva. You haven't lost anything. No, I know. It's just strange is all. Just strange. But listen, I'm so grateful for everyone that tunes in, wants to watch my shows, wants to talk football with me. I really do enjoy it. Yeah, I agree, Kudos. The fetishization, great word. I agree. I watch a lot of leagues, Kudos. And when I watch the German league, I don't watch the league and go, oh my God, this is so much worse than the English league. I think people hear it enough and just believe it. Like, just because Bayern dominate, it doesn't mean there's not good teams in it. Leverkusen are a good team to watch. RB Leipzig are a good team to watch. Union Berlin last year, really good team to watch. I've probably done a disservice to a few teams there. Borussia Dortmund, you know, Wolfsburg, technically very good team, very good defensively. But it makes you laugh. Like Flanagan has said, Sav, disagree there. It's not pace in terms of players, pace of the game. Watch Italy. Italy, yes. Italy, but not all leagues. Napoli, by the way. Napoli are quick. Napoli are a very quick team. AC Milan last year in games I've watched, very quick going forward with the likes of Leao and that. So it's not, you know, when we say the Prem is far quicker and physical, I don't think the Premier League is physical. I think the Premier League has lost its physicality. I truly believe the Premier League has lost its physicality. I look at the centre-backs, the centre-mids these days, they're more technical players than physicality. But I guess you can tell the people that don't watch other leagues and the people that do. I'm just saying, honestly, it just really annoys me. Oh, maybe, yeah, it could have been frankly Tottenham, yeah. All the him, hers, and all of yeah, they might have, yeah. There you go. Hey, it is what it is. Where are we? There's so many comments. Hod Goddess says, Savva, was it you that mentioned the transfer to be dominated by Kane? I mean, yeah, mate, listen, this wasn't a prophecy, was it? Let's be honest, it was always going to be that way. Harry Kane, 1 year left on contract. Spurs need a new manager, director of football, centre-backs. It was always going to be the Harry Kane show until they do something about it. Shauna said, Savva, what do you think about Mane and how cheap he's going? Yeah, it's not worked for him out there, is it? It's not worked for him. But I reckon he'll end up in the Saudi league. I truly believe that. Antonios, yeah, my screen isn't showing that, mate. My screen, I can show you. I can show you just to. There you go. Back to where we were. Back to where we were 20 minutes ago, but it's fine. I'm truly enjoying it. Sometimes I enjoy the shows more than other. I've enjoyed the show today. Thank you for everyone who's enjoyed it so far. 212 likes, 440 people. That means about 48% people have liked. Quick math. Santu, big up Santu, another super sticker. This guy is genius. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Joe has said, don't be surprised if we don't get Tapsoba, but bring in Johnny Evans on a free or someone that isn't good enough. Cheaper option as usual. Yeah, this is my worry. What will happen is if we do get a player that you know is kind of similar to what we've already got, fans will back Levy and say, well, we tried to get Tapsoba. They've done it for years. We tried. No, we didn't. Do it. Just get it done. Yeah, sure. Do you know what? Sod those people. I don't care. Do you know what? I watch a lot of, on my TikTok, I watch, the reels that come on your TikTok. And the number of these the number of these videos where they're, you know, people are in town halls and they're having these debates about feminism and gender, and it's like loads of people care. Like, it's so, God, I just want to do a bit of YouTubing, work, get some money, spend some time with my wife, and go down the pub. Like, I don't know what the problem is. Red DXXXN has said, bored of this club as a whole. It's the same story every season. Transfer window, we take 2 steps forward, then 5 back. Do you know what, though? That can easily be sorted by 2 centre-backs coming in. That's the frustration, isn't it? That's the frustration. Joram has said, let Kane go. Like he's a prisoner. Like he's a prisoner. Paul Connor, big up channel member, has said, I would say the Championship is far more physical and they play more league games as well. I agree with you. Honestly, Paul, if you break down the Premier League now, who are the physical players? Like, if you look, even all like the centre backs now for most teams, a lot of them are better on the ball than actual physicality and tough in a one-on-one battle. Look at City centre backs: Diaz, elegant; John Stones, elegant. Right? You know, none of them are big bruisers anymore. Central midfielders now across these teams, none of them are great, big, imposing. I feel like it's a throwaway statement that fans make about the English league. Watch other leagues, not you, Paul. Watch other leagues, people. The football is just as good. In some cases, it's better. You watch a Spanish game, more technical. People don't talk about that. Hey, it is what it is. Jimmy Costco said, makes me laugh as well when the older English fans say things like he needs to bulk up, as if Traore and Bergwijn were better than Bernardo, Mahrez, Silva and Kante. Modric. Yeah, I think, listen, if you're a top player, you're a top player. You know, Modric is as lightweight as they come, but he uses this to shield the ball. Do you know what I mean? Again, yeah, it is what it is. Jordan has said, good morning, Spurs fans. He shouted it at us. Good morning to you, Jordan Pierce. Just wanted to say, hey, and love your show, Savva, from over here in Tennessee. Got people from everywhere. People from everywhere. Everybody, put in the chat, where are you right now? Give me a city and a country where you're from, just so we can get a wide range of where you all come from. It's good to know. Just seeing Perchy. Perchy, I'll call you in a bit, my man. Brian Daigle, wake up so you can send me the link for your show at 12. Mate, I've refreshed it. Elias, come on, give me a bit of credit. I know how to refresh. I know how to refresh my YouTube studio. Absolutely, it is what it is. Yeah, look, my favorite GIF is "It is what it is" as well. Ishmael Turner said Mane is better than our entire front three except Kane. I agree. Yeah, get him. I mean, if there was a chance, I just feel like that's a guy that's done everything and will probably accept a massive offer from somewhere in Saudi Arabia. You kind of get the feeling now for who will go and who won't. It screams to me that he would go. What does everyone think? Yeah, I've seen this, but haven't they tried this before? They've tried this before and said they were going to favour the forward and then just went straight back to not favouring the forward. But listen, I think it would be good. More goals. None of this nonsense that we have to have the line every time. Steve, yeah, this is a man who watches every league in the world, and I'm in every league. Yeah, Steve, I agree. Listen, I watched some of the German games I watched last year were brilliant. Some of them weren't. Same with the Premier League. I've sat down and watched many a Premier League game and gone, oh, this is so boring, so error prone. You know, people think because something's fast and furious that it's better and physical. A lot of the time, it's fast and furious and the ball is being given away a lot. The defending in the Premier League is atrocious. I'm going to say that, Steve. I think the defending is atrocious. Where are we? Kudos said Championship is a good league. A lot of the teams are slept on, but can take any on top 5 league team on their day. I think, yeah, I like the Championship. Like, that's a battle, isn't it? 46 games a season. They play more games than you would in the Premier League. Guys and girls, please keep smashing the like button. 225 likes. Keep smashing the subscribe button. It is much appreciated. It makes the work worthwhile. So thank you for anyone that does that. So we have got, where have we got? Yeah, so this guy's a physical beast, yeah, but not everyone. There we go. Sydney, Australia from Jason. Calgary, Canada. South Australia. Dashmesh has said, I would say a big reason Premier League is so big is because it is predominantly English-speaking language, pre- and post-match to keep more fans engaged. I agree. The Premier League is the best marketed a league with the most money, but I think people always assume that means it's the best league, but not for me. When you look across the leagues, who are these teams making European finals? It's not just the English, is it? It's clubs from all leagues. So Blackpool, England. Paul's in Blackpool, down by the pier. Daniel's in Cambridge. Oh, in Cambridge. Lille in France. Oh, Lille. Fifi, where's that? Am I being an idiot? Fifi? Where's that, Santu? Newquay. Got people from Newquay. Got people from Reading. Exeter, USA. Romero's an elegant thug. I'm not going to read that out. I'll get demonetized. Melbourne, Australia. Sligo. Everyone. Wow. We've got people from all over the world up in this gaff. Hopefully everyone can understand me. Is there anyone out there that from another country that thinks I talk too fast, or do you see me as a Cockney? Or, I mean, let me know and I'll slow down. Wollongong, Australia. Moss Side. Oh, Moss Side. Tough old place, Moss Side. Wembley, somewhere Spurs don't go a lot unless we're having our stadium built. Wexford, born London, living in Naples. Check you out, living in Naples. 5 minutes from the training ground. Hartford, Connecticut. Wow, a lot of fans from across the globe. About 10 miles east of the ground. Adelaide, Essex, a different Essex, I think, to the US one. Over there in Bedfordshire. Melbourne. Yes, big up Peter Rainey. Belfast. Melbourne. Nairobi. Cardiff, but a Brummie. Corey's just sitting on his sofa. Love that. Potter's Bar. Bristol. Wow, there's people from everywhere. Ben, big up Ben. I said the Premier League is a melting pot. There isn't a particular style like there is in Germany, Italy, and Spain. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with that to some extent. I just think if we watch the other leagues, you'll see that it's slightly different. Thurrock in England, Bangladesh, Zidaland, and Yeovil, Adelaide, Australia, Leamington Spa, Newcastle, England, but live in Thailand. West London, over there in Ladbroke Grove, the North Pole, Cane Leg, thank you. Say hello to Santa. St. Louis, Missouri, Sydney, baby. Melbourne, wow, there are people from everywhere. Originally from Delhi, but living in Ireland. It's the evening in Singapore. Wow, this is mad. Central London. Someone's eating pancakes in the UK. Good. Dover, big up Mia. Dover. Not the exact location. Okay, so I don't need postcodes. It's all right. I don't need road names. Wexford. Wow, there's loads of you. Torquay, Timbuktu. Big up Raf. Essex. I love that. How big is Essex? Where in Essex are you, KJ? Give us a location. Which bit of Essex are you from? Over there in Preston, Lisbon, Essex, Perth, Sydney, Australia, Nairobi, Lisbon. Are people making this up? Is this where everyone is actually from? Stockholm, Glasgow, Berlin, Florida. Wow, I can't read them all out. There's so many. Paul has said, Savva, we only had to watch Spurs last season to see boring football. Absolutely. Keith, sorry to hear that you're a Croydon boy. Did you ever used to go to Blue Orchid? You ever go there? I went there loads when I was a kid. Where are we? Let's get back to the football. Brun has said, an honest question from a United fan. Would you take Victor Lindelof at Spurs? I think he would be a good player for you. He has the right mentality and would not be expensive. I would take him over all of our centre-halves to play him alongside Romero. There you go. There's your answer. He's better than Dyer, Davis, Long, Roden, Sanchez, Tanganga. Better than all of them. Santu, Finland, big up Santu, big up. Thank you very much for the super chat as well. Santu saying Finland there. Strasbourg Steve has said it's true about English Premier League defending. I love Fabian Schär, Pope, Burn, Trippier and Botman, but how the hell do we have the joint best defence? I think that sums it up. A very well put together defence, but how is this one of the top 2 defences in the Premier League last season? I just think, for me, it sums it up. I just don't think. No, he's not. No, he's not. Why? Let's have that debate. Is Son better than Sadio Mane? Let's have that debate, people. Is Son better than Sadio Mane? Big up Mari, big up Scott, big up Gareth, Joe. Oh, in Kennington. Nice part of London. Chinkford. Nice. Mane, Son. I would rather have Sadio Mane. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's more explosive. I think he's better on the ball. Just my opinion. I think a lot of people will just say Son because we're Spurs fans. For me, I'd take Mane over Son all day, every day. Danny has said Serie A is as tactical as it gets with the best defending. They don't all play Conte style. Atalanta for one. I agree. I think it's a stereotype now, Dan, that, it's Italy. It's boring and slow. Watch some of their teams play. Sassuolo, another team that play good football. Atalanta, Napoli, Lazio don't sit back and play boring football. So I think we get into stereotypes, don't we? But yeah, good chat. Good post. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. But Atalanta play good attacking football. Many teams do. It's just this belief that all Italian teams don't, because of like the way we saw Inter Milan play in the Champions League final. Are we going to buy a defender or no? Said Jean-Francois Milazet. That is the best name I've seen today, by the way. Jean-Francois Milazet. I love that. I'm hoping the answer is yes, but we all know. My favourite breakfast. I don't eat breakfast, really, if I'm brutally honest. I really don't. But if it was, I like a crumpet with peanut butter. I like a crumpet. Bournemouth submitting another bid for Alex Scott. Yeah, you know what will happen? He'll go to Bournemouth. He'll do well for a couple of years. He'll get a move to one of the bigger clubs. You can see it. What Romero said in full was Bournemouth are preparing new bid for Alex Scott. He's a top target in midfield as a club will try to win competition. New proposal will be submitted soon after 15 million bid rejected in the last 24 hours. Bournemouth aware of competition from several UK clubs. Also, RB Leipzig exchanging documents with Lens for Luis Openda. Has anyone seen that Luis Openda play? I've seen him play once and I was really, really impressed. RB Leipzig, their scouting is phenomenal. These clubs scout brilliantly. Leverkusen do it. Dortmund do it. Leipzig do it. These clubs scout fantastically. Dave Clark said apparently Spurs are linked with a young German centre-back, Savva. Do you like Eric Schunz? I can't say I've seen him play. I might have seen him play. I don't know him. I might have inadvertently seen him play. Let's have a look. Who is he? Eric Schunz. Are you winding me up? Is this a wind-up or... is this a wind-up? Eric Schunz? Oh, God. Please don't do that. Please. Please don't do that. Please. You got me, but please don't do that. I don't want my show to be like that. Please, Dave. Please. It's just silly. Jessica said, Savva, who are the top 3 Spurs players you've seen play for us? Hoddle, Gazza, Ginola. Done. Hoddle, Gazza, Ginola. Right there. Right there. That's why when people talk to me about Kulusevski's and Hong-Min's sons, I go, nah. Yeah, Bournemouth preparing new bids. Listen, I think he'll have a better season this season for sure. Kudos said he's a better goal scorer. Is he? Let's have a look. Is he a better goal scorer? If we look at Sadio Mane. In his seasons at Liverpool, 16, 11, 18, 22, 13, 10. Son, both of them have only broke the 20-goal barrier once in the Premier League. I prefer Sadio Mane. I'm going to be really, really honest. I do. I prefer Son. I think is good when through on goal. I just don't think there's enough to his game. I've said that for years. His Son is clear, so clear of Kane right now, but overall it's 50-50. Kane? I don't understand that comment, if I'm really honest. No chance. Son is better than Mane. No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. Mane is better than Son. Son last season, no. Savva Son is world class. You won't get me with that one. Son is better than isn't better than Mane. Mane is a better, again, for me, a better all-round footballer. Said who? If Mane is pretty much done, is Son pretty much done? Again, it's one of those comments when football fans go, he's done as a player, and then they bounce. Why is he pretty much done? I agree. I think, yeah, sorry. I would. I know Spurs fans hate to admit it, but I don't think Son, honestly, I don't think Son all-round game is good enough. I think through on goal, he's very good. I don't think he's got as much skill. I don't think he's as explosive, as powerful. I don't think he beats a man nowadays as the regularity Mane does. But hey, Mane over Son, covers all the pitch. Son at one trick. I agree. I know people think I hate Son. I don't. I just think Son now it's a bit, you know what he's going to do. Paul Russell has said, Savva, how are Spurs conducting their transfer for a centre-half or two, or maybe two? We're supposed to be after around 25. It appears to me we're just going after the cheapest two. Mate, I just don't know. And when we talk about the, when we talk about when we talk about the centre halves, it does feel really, really tough, doesn't it? That we're constantly going around in these circles, not getting it done. We're all praying for that news to drop one, aren't we? We're all praying for the here we go. Please, people, smash the like button. We are at 246 likes. Let's at least get to 300, and let's subscribe. Get guys and girls, please. I'll ask, help me out. Let's get back to 7,200. We're 19 away. A few people have unsubscribed, so please, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I think Sonny will be much better this season. I agree. I do think he will. Ishmael said, if Mane is better than Son, why not get Mane and bench Son when we have a good bench? Or Mane on the left, Son on the right. I think if Mane goes, I don't think he's coming to Tottenham. I genuinely don't think he's going to come to Tottenham at all. Just saying. I think he's going to go to Saudi now. He's won leagues. He's won Champions Leagues, Cups. Yeah. I don't see there's any. Sometimes you look and go, there's no need for a player to come to Tottenham. Beast of Tottenham Hotspur, morning, Savva. I told you a week ago we wasn't getting those two. All right, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Let's see. Hopefully, we at least get one of them. Very funny, very funny, very funny. Mane is a more complete player, but Son is a better finisher. On what basis? On what basis is he a better finisher? I'm just asking. What basis? Savva, how crazy is the whole Jordan Henderson to Saudi? Again, another player. Won leagues, won Champions Leagues, won Cups, captained his club for 10 years. Off to Saudi, make 4 times your money. Fair play to him. Where are we? We have got some more super chats. We've got some more super chats in the house. Mari, big up to Mari, said, would love Giorgio Scalvini of Atalanta. Really good and talented 19-year-old young centre-back. Italian defender, so smart and technical. Lots of people talking about this guy. I've only seen him play once, and he looked good. He did look good. I'd have to do more research, but lots of people talking about this guy, Mari. Yeah, it's the way they're brought up, aren't they? They're brought up in Italy to defend properly. Do you know what I mean? They're brought up with all the tricks of the trade. They're brought up how to nick in front and get the ball, how to hold their line. Yeah, absolutely. Loads of comments asking the Mane questions. Quite funny. A question. Sorry, Berbatov not in that list. Oh, Bert, listen. The fact is, somebody's given me 40 years to pick 3 players. Right? I could have gone many ways, but for me, I saw the tail end of Hoddle, and what I've seen of Hoddle afterwards. Just you don't buy them. They're just acts of God. If there is a God, a footballing God. I'm an atheist, so I don't really believe in anything. But the footballing gods, Gazza was just ridiculous. I remember watching Gazza growing up and being like, this guy's just different. And Ginola for me was everything. pace, power, but skill. He did things with a football I've not seen any player do since. Just raw skill, not just beating a man, but the ability for tricks and skills and to win double player of the year playing for Tottenham. Just amazing. Just amazing for me. Foxy has said Mane 206 goals in 504 games, Son 195 and 543. Mane won at least 10 more trophies. Mane done it internationally as well. Son great, Mane better. I agree with all of that. Where are we? 123 Bus said Hoddle was so good watching him from the shelf, the late 70s and 80s. I mean, this guy was different. This guy was just different. Dave, yeah, listen, it's cool, but do you know what? I listen, it's when I'm trying to be in a flow and talk about football and people are talking about that. Come on, man. Come on. I can't believe how no one has subscribed for the last 45 minutes. But hey, each to their own. Thank you to the 408 of you who are in it anyway. Mane has won the Golden Boot too. Brian has said, why can't we be happy with the best striker in the world finishing his career at his home club? Just can't get my head around it. I don't know who said they wouldn't be happy with the best striker in the world finishing his career at his home club. Who said differently? I think most Spurs fans would like him to stay, but I think what Spurs fans, some have done, is questioned his ambition if he does stay, which is fair enough. When you're that good, the biggest clubs in the world want you. Why would you not go? I don't know what basis we've got. Why is Son better on goal? Why? When Mane scored more goals? I don't know. I'm just yeah. He's going Saudi. That's what I meant by done. Yeah, I mean, just because you go to Saudi doesn't mean you're done. You're not done as a player, are you? But yeah, I see what you're saying. God, there's so many comments. But Savva, we could say the same of Haaland. Output is key now. What are we talking about? What do you mean? Sorry, Foggy Phone. What do you mean? Sorry, this is the problem. Sometimes when you're so far behind in the chat, you don't know what certain things meant. Do we know? I'm not sure. Is there an official list yet of who's going on tour? Anybody? I'm not so sure if there is. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. I don't think he'll come back to the Prem. A great question. Sorry, Strasbourg Steve has said, I co-sign what Mari Spurs channel about Scalvini is a hell of a talent. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. He's great for on goal, but he's only ever hit more than 20 goals once. I think we're making it out as though he's like hit Harry Kane numbers or Haaland numbers. But hey, he's a bit of a cult hero. Lee, good question. How many players who have gone to Saudi will leave inside a year due to money not making them happy? Let's see. I mean, listen, if somebody said for 2 years you've got to live in Saudi Arabia and you're going to earn 600 grand a week, I mean, you'd give it a go for 2 years, wouldn't you? Oh, God, yeah. We're talking, as I said, I really wish that a lot of the younger people, Spurs fans, had seen this guy play. And that's why when people go to me, oh, you're so harsh on players. Like when we were having the chat about Saka the other day and people are going world class. Nah, Gazza was world class. If you watch players like Gazza and Waddle and Hoddle play, then some of the players that are called world class now. No. Ben has said, do you see FIFA cracking down on the Saudi league? Could it ever overtake the European leagues? For me, Saudis have taken over boxing. Cracking down how? Is it illegal to spend your own money on players and salaries? I don't know. Are they doing anything wrong? I don't know. Not my business. Don't. Oh, my God. It frustrated me so much. Oh, my God. We had Ginola and then partnered him with George Graham. I mean, Ginola was just, oh, God. I haven't enjoyed a Spurs player as much since. Bale was class, but Ginola did things with a football. Just oh my God, look, he's up on the wall. He's up on the wall, isn't he? Can you see him? Anyone see him there? Oh God, this guy in full flight was a thing of beauty. Not just his hair and his looks, just as a footballer. Son isn't much better than. How is he much better? This is where Spurs fans get silly. How is he much better than Mane? Why is he much better? Wouldn't you say the team Son was in that was battering Liverpool for years was better than that Liverpool team? So why has Mane had a much better team? It goes in swings and roundabouts. We finished above them for years when Son first joined. It's only in the last 4 or 5 years that's changed. But for the first 3 or 4 years of Son being here, that wasn't the case. So again, I feel we just say things like, yeah, I agree. I'd agree with that. I agree with that. I mean, I think he's much better, but hey, it is what it is. Savva, to be fair, Mane has more goals, but would Son get more chances in that Liverpool team that was creating chances for fun? So was the Spurs team under Poch not creating chances for fun? Just saying. I'm just saying, playing devil's advocate. Again, people saying played in a better team. That wasn't always the case. Again, history is important. Context is important. Son has been at Tottenham for 8 or 9 years now, 8 seasons. The first 4 seasons he played in the Poch team were brilliant. They were brilliant. That created chances for fun with Dele Alli, with Ericsson, with Wanyama, Dembele, Kane. It wasn't always that way. But just saying. Is his numbers phenomenal for a wide player? Salah's numbers are phenomenal for a wide player, no? If Son's numbers are phenomenal, what are Salah's? What's the word for Salah if Son is phenomenal? Let's have a look. I want to look at Son's numbers, right? Because I feel everyone goes well overboard about Heung-min Son. I really do. Where are we? Son's numbers in the Premier League. All right. 10, 23 was brilliant. 17, 11, 12, 12, 13. That's not phenomenal, is it? Now, if I compare Mo Salah, who plays in the same position on the opposite side of the pitch, Mo Salah's numbers in the Premier League are 32, 22, 20, 22, 23, and 19. That's phenomenal. What we're doing is Spurs bias, which is what we always do as a fan base. Absolutely. Gazza was absolutely something special. Oh my God. Just don't. It gets me. I love remembering those times of better players. David has said, who would you buy as Kane's replacement if he will join Bayern? Ferguson from Brighton. Let's be honest, you're not getting Ferguson from Brighton for any decent for cheap. I wouldn't buy a like-for-like replacement. I would look at getting 2 or 3 players that play across the front line that all chip in with 15 goals. I would do what Arsenal did. Martinelli, Saka, Jesus all got 15, 16 or 14, 15. Odegaard, I think, got 12 or 13 as well. So that's what I would do. Rimon has said, totally agree with Ginola. Pure class. I remember being there watching his goal at Barnsley in the cut. Oh, God, yeah. Just different class. You don't see people doing that. Big up, Savva and the chat. I have to do an Arsenal. Okay, fair enough. Thanks, Philly. Danny has said, Ginola was elegant, cool, calm, and calculated. Oh, my God. Honestly. Oh, God, just absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Mo Salah. Now, that is phenomenal numbers. If we're going to talk about phenomenal numbers, that is phenomenal numbers. What about assists? Whose assists are we looking at? If we look at Son's assists, Salah's assists, 10, 8, 10, 8, 13, 12. Son's assists, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Son. Son's assists are 6, 7, 9, 10, 6, 6, 6, 1. Again, I'm sorry. This is a very good player, Sonny, but a lot of people try and paint out that his numbers are a lot better than they were. How much do we think Son is worth? 70 million. I think Son's worth more because of his marketing, if I'm brutally honest. As a footballer, I don't think he's worth more than 50, 60 million at his age right now, if I'm honest. Okay, so what? Garage Classics, you're doing it again, mate. Why is it you? Listen, I'm just putting my point of view across. Spurs fans are biased. We always do it. We have Spurs fans now that are in this mode of talking about trophies aren't important, that Bayern Munich's not a good place for Kane to go because it's a one-team league. Only Spurs fans would say that. It's only Spurs fans that say it. Have a conversation with other fans. It's madness. Salah is better, but plays as a false nine at Liverpool. Don't track back at all. Yeah, but he plays on the right. So whatever you say, he plays on the right. Mo Salah always has, always will. So that's not true. He doesn't play as a false nine. He plays on the right. Son has been in a team with no creative players for the past 3 seasons playing dead football. Okay, context with that is that Spurs have played a game which relies on Kane and Son, which is getting the ball to them quickly for chances. Liverpool play a game where they don't just get the ball to 2 players, they get it to multiple players. Context. You can look at it whichever way you want. Context. Before the last 4 or 5 years where Salah was playing for Liverpool, they weren't the team they were today. Context. Always context. There's ways of looking at everything. Yes, I'm good. Thank you, Lewis. CFC. Thank you very much. Hodgod 10 has said, Hoddle and Gazza was special, and to watch them at White Hart Lane was incredible. We won't see the likes again. No, absolutely we won't. We're going to go for another 15 minutes. Please like. We are 30 likes away from the 300. And please subscribe. It's been a really bad day for the subscribers today. Not a lot of love on that front. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. There's 412 of you. Berbatov, absolutely class. Absolutely class. Just one of the players that, you don't get very often. He was different. Possibly technically the best striker I've seen at Spurs. Possibly. Just saying. Possibly. My best moment of Gazza was the free kick against Arsenal in the FA Cup. I'll tell you what, I'll stop asking for subscribers. So I've just lost another 2. It's very strange. Makes it all worthwhile. Salah is the best winger in the Premier League of all time, though, in my opinion. Both. I think the guy had everything, didn't he? Looks, football, Let's have a look. I'm just seeing if Romano's given anything else about, or Ornstein or anyone. No, nothing about Spurs as normal. David has said Savva Plattenberg has now posted about agreement with Walker to Bayern. We'll see. Morning, Savva. Just got up. Do we have any centre backs yet? No, we do not. We got lots of them, just not very good ones. Gazza running at pace was unreal. Upper body strength like no ever. Absolutely. Remember being at Selhurst Park for the semi against Wimbledon in the League Cup. Ginola was superb. 3 sides of the ground, all Tottenham. Ginola that year was, oh my God. I'd give anything to watch a player like that. I haven't seen anyone get me off my seat the way Ginola does. Bale did some exciting things. I loved Bale. Ginola just oozed that class and grace and just elegance. And big up Rooksy Pop in the house. Hope you're well, Rooksy. How are you? So big up Savva. Havertz will be a top signing. Interesting one, Havertz, isn't it? A good footballer. I just never know what he is. But Arteta pushed hard for him. What will he do there? Let's see. Interesting player is Kai Havertz. I just, as I said, is he a midfielder? Is he a forward? Is he a false nine? I don't know what he is. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Liverpool wanted Sonny at one time. Never bid for him though, did they? Huge difference. We always say that. Big up, Savva. Missed your calling shows. Yeah, stopped doing the calling shows because people would come on and be idiots. So I stopped doing them. So many Spurs fans say that trophies aren't important, that Kane doesn't have to win trophies. For me, I think every top player has to win trophies to be in the conversation. Blissier said, Ginola got you off your seat. Made you get off your seat. Who does that now? No one. Not one player in this Spurs team gets me off my seat. There's some good players, but they don't get me off my seat. They don't make me look forward to watching them the way Ginola did. Gazza was a different breed, absolutely. I'm hoping Son will flourish this season. He's got to have a good year after last year. He's got to. Absolutely got to. Tyree has said, as much as I love Son for the memories, he can be incredibly frustrating to watch. First touch is off half the time. Decision making shows low IQ, but give the guy a bit of space to shoot. Curtains. I agree. Listen. Through on goal. The guy's good. The guy's very, very good. He's all-round game. The number of times I see the ball go to Son and the move breaks down on Son, it frustrates me. It's not a dig. It's just some players are better at it than others. That's just me. Yeah, You'd think so. You'd think so. Savva, do you think if Kane had won the World Cup or the Euros, he would be leaving Spurs? I mean, I don't know. Is he leaving Spurs now? Is the question, Joshua. Is he leaving now? I think it makes it easier if he had won one of those competitions to, he's got success in his career. At the moment, he hasn't, has he? Hey, it is what it is. Unpopular opinion for me, Emery will get sacked next season. Brighton will get relegated in the next 2 years. I mean, that's a big shout, Rooksy Pop. I can't agree with any of those, to be honest. Hey, it is what it is. Okay. So if we're going to do this game, Salah is better, but when you compare numbers, take off penalties. All right. So does that mean when we compare Kane to other strikers across the world and goal numbers, we take off every one of his penalties? If we take off every one of his penalties, his number for England don't look as great, or for Spurs. Just saying. Somebody's put GOAT, Pascal Chimbonda. Teddy Sheringham. Teddy Sheringham was sublime. Teddy Sheringham was a genius at what he did. So again, another player. They don't make them like that anymore. Kane is similar to Sheringham in a way, but Sheringham naturally, from a young age, dropped deep and still scored the goals up front. Sheringham's a great player. Absolute top player. Went on to win it all. Klinsmann and Shearer said he was the best strike partner they ever had. Sewer said, Hoddle made me a Spurs fan. Thanks, Glenn. Proud to be a Geordie said Berbatov had that rep of being Levy, but it was just the way he played. I think the difference with a player like Berbatov is he used his intelligence to always find space rather than running around like a headless chicken. And I think sometimes we underestimate that in forwards and it's just seen as lazy. Hey, it is what it is. Music Realm said, why wouldn't you not wish Harry the best? Whatever he decides to do, he's given so much Tottenham. I wish him the best. I agree. Got nothing against that. Yes. For me, again, probably one of the best first touches I've ever seen in a Spurs player. Every now and then you watch a player with technique, control. For me, just class, just absolutely class. It's tough. When I look at the forwards we've had, Kane, Sheringham, Klinsmann, Berbatov, Keane, Defoe, some top players. Where are we? Ginola and Hoddle, superb, but Bale was better than both. Oh, Bale better than... I mean, how do we compare Bale and Hoddle? Can you compare Bale and Hoddle? Two very different footballers, and Hoddle is God. I feel, but we've already know. Phil, the one thing I say, I love you to bits, but you're one of the most biased Spurs fans I know. Like Son over Mane. I mean, you're making out like Sadio Mane has not won everything and been part of a brilliant Liverpool team that got like 98 points or whatever it was. Son over Mane, both-footed, better set-piece taker, proven how. When is that proven? When has Son scored free kicks for Tottenham? Again, just made up to make you think better. More pace. Is Mane slow? Better finisher with both feet and not a troublemaker. Sorry, Phil, this is like when you try and tell me Roden should be playing in the Spurs team, and that Harry Kane winning a League Cup with Spurs is better than winning a league title with Bayern Munich or Real Madrid. It just doesn't, it's madness. I agree. Blasphemy. I agree. I love Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale was sublime, but better than Hoddle. I mean, wow. Some of the debates that people have, just madness. Like, again, I never ever, if somebody asked me two players, right? Somebody asked me two players and one of them Spurs. I never ever just say, oh, he's Spurs, he's better. I'll take my hat off and have a look at both of them. Spurs fans can't. Look at Mane, for example. Look at his career. Look at him in big games, big moments. Look at Son's career, big games, big moments. Huge different. Big up, Savva. Are you excited to see how Spurs play? Listen, I'm looking forward to see what gets implemented. Yeah, I think it's going to take time, but I am looking forward to see what gets implemented. I don't think it happens overnight. I don't think the first couple of games will probably see all our best players. But yeah, I think as we get towards the back end of pre-season, Yeah, two very good solo goals for sure. For sure. Very good solo goals. I'd take Ginolas against Barnsley all day, every day, if I'm going to be honest. I agree. Absolutely agree with this. I mean, Berbatov and Kane, what a partnership that was. Absolutely, I agreed. Again, this is what I'm saying, Ben. People want to skew stats. At the end of the day, you take the penalties because you're a great finisher, right? If Son was better at penalties than Kane, he'd take them, but he's not, so he doesn't. So, do you know what I mean? We can't. It just makes me laugh. Like, oh yeah, Darren Anderson and Teddy. Yeah, that corner kick routine. I interviewed Darren Anderson on my channel years ago, my old channel, and I asked him and said, did you and Teddy practice that in training? And he said, no, it just sort of happened a few times. But Darren Anderson was a lovely bloke, really, really nice bloke, really good player as well, great player. A tough one. If he doesn't get a run of games up front, I don't see how he'll be able to. What Sheringham didn't have in pace, he made up with brain. Oh my God, Sheringham's football brain was second to none. He was a genius. That's why Shearer and Klinsmann both said he was the best player they played with. Orok Beats has said, last night I had a nightmare that Dyer was still at our club. Then I woke up and realised it was real. If there is a God, why does Dyer exist? Look, I just think they're going to let his contract run down, if I'm completely honest. Hey, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. God, there's loads of comments. So many comments. I just literally can't read them all. I'm so sorry. Where are we? I can't even think where I was now. There's so many. Here we are. We're about here, I think. Bale was a left back, if I can recall. He started as a left back for sure. And then Harry moved him into left wing. And then he kind of just ended up playing wherever he wanted because he was brilliant. They had a good debate last night on Henry's show as to whether or not who's had a better career, Bale or Neymar. That was an interesting one. Where are we? Bale, 5 UEFA Champions League. I mean, is he more decorated? Yes. But Garage Classics, I really need to know how old you are because you come out with some really bad things. Gazza and Hoddle were two of the best players I've ever seen. Ever. I don't know how old the chat is, but really? Yes. His Champions League did, yeah. He was at Real Madrid, yeah, for sure. But really? Glenn Hoddle, oh my God. Honestly, some Spurs fans I wish didn't support Spurs. I'm going to be brutally honest. Sorry if that's rude. Ben has said so many fans were saying they wouldn't blame Kane for wanting to leave. Now people are getting annoyed he's considering a move. He owes us nothing and can take as long as he likes to decide. Well, when we're saying he can take as long as he likes to decide, no. Bearing in mind, no bid has been accepted. He's got nothing to decide at the moment, has he, Ben? Think about it. What has he got to decide right now? Daniel, you keep saying it's all right. You said this about 8 times in the chat now. It's fine. It's all right. If Son was as good at penalties as Kane, he'd take them. Yeah, I know. It's embarrassing. For me, it's not just goals and assists. Just Mane's all-round game is much better than Son's. All Son's game is finishing. His all-round game isn't that great. Spurs fans don't want to believe it. Do you think Romero in his rash moments is him or the Argentina defender? I can't remember one in Prem that wasn't rash. I don't understand the question, but for me, he's just rash in general. I think he really got to sort that out. He's 25 now. If he hasn't knocked out his game by now, he really needs to. Centre-backs by 25 should be composed and should be in their peak, not still making these rash decisions and getting defended by people who don't understand what defending is. No, not quite. I love Didier Zakora, though. Did a job, didn't he? But no, not quite. Good old Didier Zakora. Didier Zakora. Yeah, I loved him. Son is better taking free kicks, but Kane's still taking them. Okay, ask yourself why. Sam has said, Savva, you're the only spud I can tolerate. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Yes, because I'm not biased. Each to their own. If I was to pick out the two, it would be Sonny. Don't know where you get the bias from, just because he plays for Spurs. Of course it does. Of course it does. Of course it's because he plays for Spurs. If Mane had played for Spurs the last 10 years, you would say it's Mane. That's just how a lot of Spurs fans work. That's just how it is. Oh God, honestly, this guy, he does the same thing every day. He comes in. I say water is wet. He says it's dry. It's just the way it is. Mahrez all day long. Mahrez is phenomenal. Mahrez is a phenomenal footballer. I'm sorry. I know we want our players to be the best, but Mahrez, oh God, again, another technician on the ball. One of the best left foots I've ever seen. Skillful. His touch and control is one of the best in the league. Sublime player. Keith, I know. But what can you do with the younger fans of today? What can you do with them, mate? It is mad. I agree, Paul. I can't cope with the recency bias of fans who think football started in 2010. Yeah, Michael, imagine Hoddle played now. I reckon he'd be worth about 250 million. Savva, you're biased. If Hoddle was so good, why didn't he play for Liverpool, Madrid? That's your own logic. Where are the European medals? Tough shit, bro. Garage Classics, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. All good until the tough shit, bro. You're doing it again, Garage Classics, and then you're going to email me crying saying, please unblock me. Right, I'm not biased. Understand how bias works. Bias is against what is mine. Bias is would be me saying, oh my God. Garage Classics, tell me how old you are in the chat. How old are you? I mean, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna do a poll. I've got to for the idiots, right? I've got to. Ready? I'm putting a poll in the chat now. Oh, it won't let me start a poll. Oh, I need to close that one. Sorry. End poll. Right. Let's start a poll. Is Bale better than Hoddle? I mean, I cannot believe we have Spurs fans thinking this. I mean, I wouldn't say Bale is better than Hoddle or Gazza, but Bale is by far the best player I've seen playing at Lily White with my own eyes. Yeah, that's fine, but I've seen Hoddle, I've seen Waddle, I've seen Gazza, I've seen Ginola. Like, do you know what I mean? It's maybe in your era he's the best, but not for the older people. Again, Mickey Hazard, top player. If Mickey Hazard was playing for Spurs now, we'd have some creativity. Already answered it, Mahrez, by a country mile. It's not even a debate for me. Agreed. Listen, Bale was world class, no doubt about it. But you're right. A lot of it was the explosive pace and power. The other two were just technician. Difficult, right? Because Bale's a wide man. These two are midfielders. It's really difficult to compare them like for like. It is what it is. Bruno said, like I said before, Romero is Marcus Rojo. At the moment, I agree. I want to see more from him. I think most Argentine defenders that have been in the Prem has been rash and dive in, if that makes more sense. I agree with you. I wouldn't say that. Would I swap Romero for Gelson Bremer, the Juve defender? I wouldn't mind seeing them play together. I agree, Kudos. Again, a fantastic footballer. Again, like you can't, every time. Sorry, am I mad? Am I going mad? Am I thinking of a different Riyad Mahrez? Like, I just can't understand. I just want to cry. This is my troll that will always get me. The same people who saying Bale is better are using Google to check if Sheringham played for Spurs. Only started watching football when he was at Man United. Totally different class. And as for Ginola, yeah, honestly, some of these younger people have not. Okay, let me ask you a question. Why isn't he a phenomenal footballer? Why? Tell me what isn't phenomenal about Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez, Leicester City winning the title. Yeah? Riyad Mahrez getting a move to Man City. Pep's kept him around for years and years and years. Pep plays him in the massive games. Yeah? Wonderful, wonderful technician of the ball. Good goal scorer. Good creator. What's not phenomenal about Riyad Mahrez? Because what you don't do is he is massively underrated. Massively, massively underrated. Unfortunately, we've got too many fans that they can't take their Spurs hat off. It frustrates the hell out of me. It's embarrassing. Oh my God. That Garage Classics does my head in now. Just saying Mane is so much better. I'm a 35-year-old Spurs fan. He is much better. Spurs fans just can't ever tell the truth. They can't tell the truth. It's just like, I can't even read it out, people. I can't read it out. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. Hoddle was not around when the UEFA Champions League started and the top Euro competition was knockout and had far less teams in it. I think England only had 2 places. Paul, you're trying to teach these youngsters who don't know, who have never done their research on football. Absolutely, Robert. Absolutely. It's mad. Absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. No, trophies don't make a player better. I think they give them a better legacy. But yeah, you're right. I don't think they make a player better. He didn't carry Real Madrid, did he? He didn't carry them. He was brilliant for them. Again, what do you mean Bale carried? In what way? So at that time, they didn't have Benzema, Ronaldo, Modric, Cruz, Casemiro, Ramos, Varane, Carvajal. I mean, what do you mean he carried them? Oh my God. Joseph, I know. This is why a lot of Spurs fans don't like me, because I agree with sentences like this. We are deluded beyond belief. Savva, you give way too much attention to Garage Classics. Just ignore something, you'll stop. Hey, man, it's just fun. It's just fun. It's all good. Hoddle is the best I've ever seen. Yes, but I'm not 12 Garage Classics like you, so I've seen these players. You haven't. You're 12. I can't help you. I'm sure you're not 12, but I'm not. Martin, not today. I'm not. No. I'm only going for another 10 minutes. Let's see on the poll. 100 votes. 28 people think Bale was better than Hoddle. I mean, you can't write it. This is our fan base. You know, when I say we don't deserve success, it's because of those fans. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think he's much better than that. I think he's much better than that. Oh God, it makes me laugh. Yeah, he is. Unfortunately, though, we're all laughing at him, which is funny. I mean, you don't have to just get a red card to be rash. Again, grow up. Oh God, yeah, this guy is phenomenal. I don't care what anyone says. Savva, Bale was a winger wide forward, whereas the other 2 played central midfield. It's a difficult comparison. Liam, thank you. I'm fully aware of where they played. I said that. It's difficult. I don't know how you judge them, but Gazza and Hoddle were different. They were just different. And if you know what I mean by that, you know what I mean by that. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. Garage Classics will not be getting any more chances. He's annoying. I'm not biting. I'm just responding. I love it. When people say Savva's biting, I'm just responding like, hey, it is what it is. This guy is going into a timeout. He's boring me now. Hoddle, for me, back in the day, it was all for the love of the game. Hopefully my comment doesn't get ridiculed like my comment on Klinsmann the other night. What did you say about Klinsmann the other night? I can't remember. I don't ridicule. I just laugh if I think something's silly. What did you say about Klinsmann? Hoddle, for me, back in the day, it was all for the love of the game. Hoddle was just sublime. It was for the love of the game. He loved football. Bale was better than Hoddle at golf. Laugh aloud. Who are these people? Nonsense. I know. Savva, how do you not get on well? It's making me mad. So many delusional fans. Garage Classic needs help. Listen, they make me laugh. They just make me laugh. When you know, you know. I mean, that's a little bit. Listen, Bale was really good at Real Madrid. He won them some massive games and finals and stuff. But I just think for me, like you're saying there, but to say he carried them like Cristiano Ronaldo and his 50, 60, 70 goals a year didn't exist. You know, like Benzema wasn't scoring. you know, Cruz and Modric, who was there, who won World Player of the Year while he was there. You know, it just makes you laugh, though. Agreed. Deluded because we've been led to believe that finishing fourth above everything else is success. I agree with that. I will be for a little bit. Yeah, I will be for a little bit. Most have seen Bale. Most haven't seen Hoddle. No, I get that, Mauler. But then you can't turn around and say one's better than the other if you haven't seen them play. Surely, right? To adamantly argue something, surely you have to have seen both. It's like me adamantly arguing, Danny Blanchflower's better than Ledley King. I know what I've seen of Danny Blanchflower, but I wasn't around in those times. Do you know what I mean? So you can't, it's difficult. Pau Torres, Stan. I said Pau Torres, the best defender in the league. Not quite. Very good signing, though. Very good signing for Aston Villa, for sure. I really think it is. Let's see if Romero or Ornstein have broken anything. Not that I can see. Not that I can see. I'm going to go for another 5 minutes. Where are we? Where are we? I'm not a Spurs fan, but I remember the goal Hoddle scored. Oh, God, that was a goal and a half, wasn't it? That was an absolute sublime goal. Where are we? Breaking news, Bayern have reached a total verbal agreement with Kyle Walker. But apparently, players wouldn't want to go to Bayern Munich. And Kyle Walker, one of the best defenders in the Premier League, has gone there. Hashtag just saying. Where are we? God, there's so many comments. Marcus Rowe was rash every single week. 2-footers never got. Yeah, I think, look, people seem to change what words mean. You know, if I'm saying someone's rash, I'm not saying they get sent off every week. It's just clattering into people and getting yellow cards and giving away needless free kicks. You didn't see people like Ledley King do that for Tonga and Alderweireld. You didn't see them do that. So, listen, people, we are going to... Martin has said, I've got tragic mental health and other people's tragic takes are getting to me. Listen, don't let other people's takes get to your mental health. Listen, I know it's easier said than done, but hey, listen, treat it how I do. It's all good fun. It's all good debate. If I see a comment I disagree with, I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to challenge it. If people don't like that, they don't have to watch my shows. But for me, I think that's what you've got to do. How can people tell you who's better when they haven't been around long enough? I know, absolutely. Graham Gilbert said, hi, Savva. I met the great man last Monday night. Didn't know whether to shake his hand or kiss his feet. He's quite a funny bloke, King Hoddle. Oh, mate, this guy could pass through the eye of a needle. Good man. Ben, I'll come and join you in a minute. Please all get over to Tottenham on tour. We're going to be doing a good chat about football and about mental health and all that kind of stuff. So it'd be a good chat for people to get over there, a bit more relaxed than what my show always is. Michael said, I've seen both on 50. Bale was better, but only because Hoddle was born at the wrong time. I'm not deluded, Savva. Hoddle's my favourite player. Listen, cool. I just disagree with you. I think technically Hoddle was one of the greatest players I've ever seen. To say Bale was better, I'm not sure on what. Just my opinion. Martin Chivers, I didn't see him play, but people talk about him in great raptures. Orox Beats has come in. Another super chat. Thank you very much. Has said, I would take Kingsley Coman plus 10 million. Kingsley Coman. Yeah. Kingsley Coman is a very good player. I am on Insta. Yeah, feel free. Again, under Football Heritage TV. Find me on Insta. Message me. If I don't get back to you immediately, I will. I don't check it all the time. I can't compare Hoddle and Bale because I've never seen Hoddle play. Bale was pure quality. Yeah, Bale was quality for sure. Smash the like button, people. Smash that like button. We're 9 likes away from 300, and it's been a poor day for subs. But if you would like to sub as we exit in the next 2 minutes, please do. It would be much appreciated. No transfer news has come out. Hoddle was better than Bale. The better question would be Hoddle or Modric. I mean, different eras. Modric was in a Spurs shirt. Definitely Hoddle. Modric's career, though. What a career Modric has had. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Guys and girls, Thank you very much. I've really enjoyed the show. I really enjoyed. By the way, when I respond to comments, people say, "Oh, Savva's biting." My shows are around comments, so I'm not biting. I'm reading. Please remember that. Thank you to absolutely everyone. We have made 294 likes. We haven't got any subs today, but if you would like to, please do. Thank you for everything. We'll be back over the weekend. We've got the Spurs review on Sunday. So thank you very much. Take care. As always, come on, you Spurs. And Daniel Levy out.